All right, God bless you. Good morning. Turn this air down. I want to be able to come across very clearly on this fine morning that the Lord our God has given us. Hope you're doing well. I have been given the privilege as well as the responsibility to pastor the ministry known as Grace Bridge Ministries. And want to follow up our message from Trent East. The city of Trenton is a facility that we go into on the first, second, and fourth Tuesday of the month. And yesterday we was considering that the power of the blood that the Lord Jesus shed on the cross will never lose its power. The effectiveness of what the Lord Jesus did in offering his life, a sacrifice for sin to turn God's wrath away from mankind, was effective indeed. The blood never will lose its power. We was considering Cain and the murderous spirit that operated in him that led him to slay his brother. And I noticed a little something about that that I kind of touched on a little bit, but I want to look at it again afresh in hopes that those of you who are following the Lord with your whole heart and you live for the things pertaining to God's kingdom building agenda. You live for it. You may be a part of a fellowship where you don't see the same type of intensity in the hearts of those who you labor for the Lord with. You desire to see uh, the same type of intensity that Mary had, that the Apostle John had. Namely Mary, because we know that the Lord told Martha that Mary had chosen the good part, and that good part was that she wanted to be as close to the Lord as possible. The Apostle John, you notice at least two or three occasions, to my memory, that he laid in the bosom of the Lord Jesus. So think of Mary, where it says that she stood by the cross when the Lord Jesus was being crucified to pay the debt for sin. And then you see Abel and his offering being of the first fruit. I want to look at that now. Got a few minutes. We're only going about probably 6 or 7 minutes here. We won't go very long. Um, but we know that Abel offered a sacrifice that was his best, following the example, I'm sure, that his dad Adam had set. Of course, Adam following the example of the Lord who slayed that animal, if you go back to chapter 3, verse 21. But the murderous spirit that rose up in Cain rose up in him because, yes, he was angry. Yes, his countenance had changed towards his brother. But more than that, the Lord respected Abel's offering, and the Lord did not respect Cain's offering. Without going into the details of that, why God respected one offering over against the other. Without going into the details of it, Abel's offering was the best he could give. Abel didn't hold anything back, like Mary didn't hold anything back. Like Mary, Jesus' mother, didn't hold anything back. When I mentioned the first Mary, I'm talking about Martha's sister Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet. She wanted all she could get from the Lord, and she believed that if she can stay close to him at his feet, listening to his word, that she could get what she needed for her journey on this earth. Cain did not appreciate the wholehearted commitment that Abel had. Joshua and Caleb are two other ones, where the Lord tells Moses that they had wholly, WHOLLY, wholly followed the Lord. They desired the Lord with all their heart. We live in a day, and not just in these days, but down throughout the years of Christendom, where there have been those who have served the Lord with all their heart. There have been those who haven't. Saved, both. Want you to know, my brother, my sister, don't let that discourage you. If you see the walk of another where that walk for that believer is not as intense as yours, don't let that discourage you. You keep walking with the Lord, you keep chasing Him, you keep going. God will respect that offering that you give. God bless you. Be encouraged. Maybe we'll come back to this. Be encouraged from Grace Bridge Ministries.